Hello, CSU community. I'm happy to be here with you right now to celebrate Earth Day. Such an important day to acknowledge this greater space that we share with all of the other cohabitants on this planet. I'm going to read 3 poems for you that I would have shared with you had we all been together, and hopefully they can be of some service to you while we are physically distancing and working to heal ourselves and this particular part of the planet's situation. I thought I'd start with a Colorado poem that takes as its subject our river, the Colorado River. Dream Lake, headwaters of the Colorado. How she keeps faith. Come to the quiet time, water still in bed, to the rock dissimulated by the rush, but still loved. Stone like knees and elbows, like fingers, the skull around eyes, like calves, thighs, and forearms, log long, lying in and resting in the bed. Water moving, a body turning as rock turns with and against rock. The meadow-long meander coming later. The straight surge down mountain coming soon. Here, now, this little time, when rock rests still in her bed, before things are muddied, before the turbulence recalled by walls that they have built, before water must confront the power lust of men and stay or be stayed, move or be moved by some damn will beyond her own. Rock, not with her anymore, but always set against her. Nowhere to run but into the field. Her bed, no more her bed. Remember the first fall, the fall that brought her to this quiet place. Her body a quick curing bruise. First blue, then green, then clear. So flawless, veins showed through. She was a sky tear, remembering. She is a cloud curl wrapped around herself. So head heavy, she falls again. And then this next poem has an epigraph also from BBC Nature News. 1/5 of animals without backbones could be at risk of extinction, say scientists. Characteristics of life. Ask me if I speak for the snail, and I will tell you, I speak for the snail. I speak of underneathedness and the welcome of mosses, of life that springs up, little lives that pull back and wait for a moment. I speak for the damselfly, water skeet, mollusk, the caterpillar, the beetle, the spider, the ant. I speak from the time before spinelessness was frowned upon. Ask me if I speak for the moon jelly. I will tell you one thing today and another tomorrow. And I will be as consistent as anything alive on this earth. I move as the currents move, with the breezes. What part of your nature drives you? You, in your cubicle, ought to understand me. I filter and filter and filter all day. Ask me if I speak for the nautilus, and I will be silent as the nautilus shell on a shelf. I can be beautiful and useless if that's all you know to ask of me. ask me what I know of longing. And I will speak of distances between meadows of night blooming flowers. I will speak the impossible hope of the firefly. You, with a candle burning and only one chair at your table, must understand such wordless desire. To say it is mindless is missing the point. And I'm going to read this final poem in honor of all the scientists and discoverers and physicians and nurses and healthcare practitioners who have in the past found ways to keep us safe and healthy and alive and together. In celebration of that past and in true great hope for a future. How great the gardens when they thrive. While wrens, one by one, resuscitate their small portion of the light, yellow buses progress, leave their lots. Goodbye, scarlet fever. Help for influenza, penicillin, inoculation, the end of women with their children shut up behind placarded doors. Consider the praise songs we might compose to antibiotics, immunization, the identification and near eradication of microscopic organisms that have blinded, maddened, paralyzed, and killed. Yellow as zucchini flowers, and in their season as legion. School buses break and collect at standard intervals along the country's subdividing roads. Late summer, the wind trending toward cool. Early fall, the children heading back to school. In the dream the doctors dreamed, no more measles, mumps, rubella, polio put aside, smallpox persisting only in shelved vials. Loaded up now, shocks dutifully enduring the indignities pocked macadam delivers to attire. Morning buses ferry our small gambles day to day. In 1920, an American woman had less than a 50% chance of seeing all her children reach the age of 10. Late spring, the wind trending toward war. Early summer, already burning. Lemons, tomatoes, peaches, zucchini. Some crops are like this. Tended correctly, what fruits they produce, if they produce any, will seem to most of us like overwhelming plenty. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name again is Camille Dungy, and happy Earth Day. Take good care of yourself and those you love. Bye-bye.